I don't know about you, but I've got stuff in my fridge that needs to be cooked up. I am on a tight budget and I can't let anything go to waste, especially when it comes to GLP-1 protein meals. Bring you closer. Let's see what we've got going on here in the fridge. I think there's a couple of things. And what I'm thinking is on the bottom shelf. So this pork loin was an amazing deal. It was on special. 1.36 pounds for $5.43. That's amazing. So we're going to be cooking this up and we're going to be putting it in the Instant Pot. So it'll be done in about an hour. I won't be eating that tonight, obviously. But we've got some other things to go with it. Okay, so we have onion, 89 cents, and some diced organic green chilies. So I'm thinking we're going to be doing some like carnitas situation that I can put on quinoa or other things. It'll last forever, several meals. But first, let's get this chopped up. Now, I once heard that to reduce the tears that onions cause, you don't cut the root end first. That you cut this end first. So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. All right. For the Instant Pot, I'm just trying to build a base for the pork to sit on, and it keeps it more like moist. It doesn't get so unevenly cooked. Just a little tip there. So the onion just needs to be done like in chunks. Nothing fancy. Alright, we just cut that root end off, so we'll see what happens with my eyes. I have super sensitive eyes, and I can feel it already burning. Does anybody else struggle with that? Do you have other tips for onion slicing? Let me know. Because, man, it is brutal. Alright, let me go wrap this up someplace that is not gonna leak the poisonous smell. Okay, so now on to the pork. Now I don't do anything to the pork because I'm going to be putting the green chilies on it, and then after it's cooked, After it's cooked and shredded, that is when I will actually uh, do more with the spices. Right now, it's about the green chilies and the onions working their magic. Okay, and dump that in there. Get rid of the poison. So this won't be the best video quality. I can see there's like some lighting situation going on here. Oh my gosh. And I think the same thing happened a couple days ago. I did a quick little snippet of how I make my coffee in the morning because I switched from creamer to using like protein shake as creamer in my coffee. And so I was just showing you all how I do that. Maybe I'll insert that here. So who knows? Maybe it'll be interesting to somebody. It's been a good week so far. I'm down to 200 and, whoops, dropping the lid. 249 pounds, so I've had another pound loss. I don't know if I ever told you in my first video. Wait, I gotta get a spoon. Gotta scrape out these other chilies. Yeah, my shot day. My shot day is on Sunday. Today is Saturday, so my shot day will be tomorrow. And I'm still on the 5 milligram for those of you that are new here. 5 milligrams. This will be my ninth dose of Zepbound 5 milligram pen tomorrow, and I've lost another pound, and I am still looking at my options for compounded or something, because even though there was great news I saw, so Brittany Rose, if you don't all know, like she had a great video yesterday, I'm terrible about keeping up with them all, but about how CVS Caremark last year, they had discontinued coverage of the GLP-1 medications suddenly last June or July, and now they're reinstating that. Now, unfortunately, in April, my insurance just did the same thing, which is the insurance just switched to Express Scripts out of nowhere and also discontinued GLP-1 coverage. So I've been looking at options, like what I'm going to do, what limb I'm going to sell to be able to afford, to keep taking it. Okay, let's get our Instapot appliance. Okay. So I did get to go do something fun a couple days ago, which is unusual. I have weird days. I work and stuff, part of being in customer service and all. yeah, so once upon a time I had a life and a career and adequate income. So I don't go do fun stuff much. And but somebody I knew had a movie theater coupon. So we went to go see The Devil Wears Prada. Oh my god. I've only been waiting 20 years. Anybody else? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, we need some sort of liquid substance in here. Okay, so I'm just pouring the liquid over the onions. I want the green chilies to stay on top of the meat for seasoning as it cooks. But you have to have a certain amount of water, broth, whatever, in here. Otherwise, the machine will turn off. It won't finish cooking. It'll beep at you. It's a whole thing. All right, let's get the lid. All right, make sure it is on sealing and not venting. And this usually takes just about an hour in the Instant Pot. One of the things I super love is that if I had forgotten to thaw my pork roast, pork tenderloin, you can put it in the Instant Pot frozen. Did you know that? I didn't know that for a long time, but you can. It's awesome. No more excuses for meal prep. That's what I got from that. Okay, so let's put this on pressure cook for 1 hour. All right, so yeah, you can see that it's on. And so once it gets up to temperature, that's when the timer starts for an hour. You don't want to remove the lid while it's still under pressure. That's bad. Okay, so we have an hour for this. And yeah, that's meal prep on a budget for lots of protein on a GLP-1. So if you have any tips or suggestions of your favorite budget-friendly meals that stretch for a very long time, please leave them in the comments. I'm sure everybody, wants to share and we can all learn from each other. I don't have like a Costco membership. It's just me. I can't afford a Costco membership. I don't have any memberships. So I'm always looking for deals, and even for folks who go to food pantries, I've been there, done that. There's been some lean times in the past couple years, and even at the food pantries, the beans and rice and eggs, and if they have pieces of meat like this, even if you don't have an Instant Pot, and this was given to me, I didn't buy this, just throwing things in the oven to cook it, and then you can do so many versatile tangents with that meat. So I thought, well, it might be good if I show you all some things like this. And so I have some eggs in the fridge that I'm going to need to use soon, and I make this really great, it's like a crustless quiche. So I think I'm going to do that because I think I have like some mushrooms and broccoli. I'll have to check. Oh, and some greens, some like combo greens, kale and spinach. Safeway had them on sale, or Albertsons if you're in that neighborhood. Like the big, like box of them, it was like $3.50, and I put that stuff in everything. So yeah, so we'll do a quiche. We'll do some like beans and rice stuff. I really just want to focus on like the economy side of trying to adapt to a high protein diet while on a GLP-1, because like I can't just go buy a whole flat of steaks or whatever. Kudos to you if you can. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying I think times are hard right now, and I think for people who are trying to navigate that I might be able to offer some ideas. I've been a pretty decent cook, so I've just adapted that strategy. So anyway, it has been great checking in with you all, catching up. And I'd love to hear your ideas or your comments in the comment section. So until next time, you all take care. Bye.